Huw Edwards, and he's a senior lecturer in economics at Loughborough University. Great to have you on the show. First of all, your reaction to the announcement made by the Chancellor of the Exchequer yesterday. Is it enough?
I think the government have really looked into the abyss. Just a week and a half ago, they were talking very complacently, in a sense, about how we can put up with this, and with a little bit of slowdown measures, we can cope and we'll build up herd immunity. And within days, it was becoming absolutely apparent that we are heading the same way as Italy. We don't have the capacity to cope. Now, the government has actually, this is like the third budget in 3 weeks. So they're having to think very quickly on the hoof, and they're having to reverse a lot of their previous policies. For years, we've been moving towards a more flexible labour market, less support for people who are on benefits. And now the issue obviously is, first of all, the threat to businesses, but more importantly, the threat to individuals as well. So the government is doing the right thing, but it's having to move very quickly on the hoof, and it's a reversal of a lot of their previous policies.
And do their measures that were announced cover, society has changed so much, the way people work, 0 hours, the gig economy, freelancers, contractors. Has everybody been covered in this announcement?
We just don't know the exact details yet. I mean, I think there must still be worries about the gig economy, that people are being laid off by companies. And there has been this move, as I say, towards universal credit and so on, which just isn't working well at the moment. The trouble is that the government is also having to work with the systems and the tax gathering systems and the benefit systems it's got in place. It's very difficult to just invent something new from scratch. So they are working very, very hard at this. And obviously what is going on to a large extent in Britain as elsewhere in the world has some parallels with what happened in the 2008-2009 crash. In other words, at the end of the day, the dangers of leaving the risk and the debt at private level is that you have spiraling crash and spiraling loss of confidence, and you effectively have to nationalize this debt. Now, this is happening again. And, the confidence is obviously at some point we're going to come through this. The worst case scenario is we'll come through this when half or 60% of the population have been infected. Hopefully it won't come to that. Vaccines and so on will step in. And in the meantime, by bashing the thing on the head with, 2 or 3 waves possibly of strong social distancing and possibly even lockdowns at times, we may be able to keep this under control until possibly a vaccine comes out. But as I say, not guaranteed it'll work, not guaranteed it'll be safe. And in the meantime, the debt is piling up.
And that vaccine looks like it could be a year away. Something you said really struck me, that the government has been looking into the abyss, but they do say now, their new mantra, we will do whatever it takes. And I wonder, yes, Huw, because 2008, that financial crisis is so fresh in so many people's head. Did they learn? This is London, one of the financial capitals of the world. The UK is such an important country. Were lessons learned? Are they better prepared now?
Well, they are stepping in rapidly, which I think is a lesson they've learned. I mean, but, as I say, it's only the last week that they've really come to the recognition that they're having to do this. 2 and a bit weeks ago, we had the budget, and they thought they were being really generous, putting in, a relatively small package. Now it's more than 10 times that. This is going to bust open the national debt. And it's not just Britain. You're looking at Italy, Germany, France, USA will follow. I dare say Turkey, if you can't keep it under control, will be going the same way. So this is global. For Britain, particularly because of our dependence on the financial services industry, we really may be particularly vulnerable to a financial services crash. We may also be particularly vulnerable if we're trying to do some sort of hard Brexit in the middle of it, particularly if it affects international cooperation on medicines and so on, and on keeping food supplies and medicines flowing. So it is a worrying situation, and I think they've been too complacent too long. But as I say, they've looked into the abyss.
Huw, I will remember those words, and especially what you just said now, hard Brexit in the middle of this pandemic. I hope not. Thank you so much, Huw. Great to have you on the programme. Hope to speak to you soon. Do stay safe.